All right, there we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one, another live installment. We're going live quite regularly. If you're watching a rebroadcast, make sure you what is this? Make sure you give us a like. That'll be greatly appreciated, and subscribe. And we also appreciate all the people that have subscribed so far. Let me see something. Yeah, thank you for all the people that has subscribed to us so far. That was greatly appreciated. For this year of 2025 was actually a really good year, and I appreciate you guys for that. So yeah, we're gonna continue it again in the 2026 season, and so yeah, man, this is crazy. So this is Coach Prime is finishing his third season at Colorado, which means I'm completing my third year of covering it. So going into the fourth, God, time go by really fast. I'm just thinking about that. Just thinking about it. So he took over the first year. They won 4 games. The second year, Travis Hunter Heisman Trophy year. And then this year, they won 4 games and going to his fourth year. Yeah, 4 years, man. 4 years, man. And I enjoy every bit of it. Even when we get to arguing about sports, it's all fun to me. We're going to get into the drama that's going on right now in Colorado. Guys, Shimon Mateo, man. Y'all remember him? Oh, boy. Shimon Mateo just let it all hang out. He said the coaches up there are not even helping the students. I mean, helping the players watch film. That's what he said. And he said a lot, actually. But I really want to go back to what Neely said, because what Neely said is now rubbing people the wrong way. It's all over Twitter. He rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Parents, everything, man. Neely is just what I told you. What Neely said wasn't going to go over well, because it's representing Coach Prime, because he's in Coach Prime inner circle. Even though Coach Prime didn't say any of this, he didn't. Neely did. You know what I'm saying? Neely was the one that said it, and it's bad the way he said it, because he was talking about Tafiq. He said, "Oh, he only had one interception," but the thing is, and he's not worth 500,000. The thing is, he played hard on that team. We don't know. He was finishing his sophomore season. We don't know what Tafiq is going to do by the time he's a senior. He could be the best safety in the country at that time. But it seemed like, what is this? It seems like um all right, no, I don't want that. Hold on, we'll see what's happening here. It's something wrong up there, man. It definitely is. What's happening here? And like I said, nothing is gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? No program. Well, I'm not talking about the Mayo coaches. I only cover Colorado football and what's going on over here. I don't cover Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I don't cover Ohio State. I can't cover them all. Um, Although I may talk about some more news surrounding other teams, I may do that to branch off, but maybe I should. Do you think I should do that? I'm not sure. Maybe we would talk about them other coaches. I don't know yet. What you think? What you think, Ernest? Should I put them on blast? I'm not putting Coach on blast though. I'm not putting Coach on blast though. Coach has a issue, a serious problem up at Colorado, and it's like he got to put the fires out because players are starting to talk. They saying that the coaches don't watch film with the players. They said they be watching YouTube videos to try to come up with that's not that. No wonder they losing. No wonder. But he's gonna. It starts with Coach Prime. He gonna have to clean house, maybe. Whatever the problematic area is at, he got to get rid of it. Now I heard that he's bringing in a linebacker coach, but the other linebacker coach is still there. So I don't know. Um, yeah, I know it's not the only program, but I'm only focused on Colorado really. I mean, I probably will talk about I talk about some NFL stuff too, but I only discuss Colorado right now. That's the only thing I'm reporting on. But yeah, there are problems everywhere. Look what happened with the Lane Kiffin situation, how he left Ole Miss. That was problem. That was a whole mess in itself. But I'm not covering Ole Miss, unfortunately. I can't cover them all. Um, but for this situation, I'm covering Colorado because Colorado has a issue that I don't know if it's going to get fixed. I don't think so. I don't think this is going to get fixed. And when you have somebody that's representing the program, that's close to the program, that threw somebody like a Tafik Bayard under the bus, that's a problem. That's a problem. You saying he's not worth it, but he's out there catching interceptions with one hand and playing hard. So if you say that ain't worth it, ain't nobody worth it. That's how I look at it. I'm being real. I'm not sitting here sugarcoating anything. If Tafik ain't worth it, nobody worth it. Nobody's worth. You might not think nobody's worth it then. And you probably thinking he's not worth it because y'all didn't win no games. That's not true. He headed to the NFL eventually. He's going to be in the NFL. He's going to be in the NFL, and that's their fault. It's the coach's fault. It's the coach's fault. You know how I know it's the coach's fault? Because you had an offensive lineman transfer back to Indiana, and he started and he blocked for the Heisman Trophy winner. And you guys moved him to guard when he was at Colorado. That's how I know it's a coaching problem. It's a coaching problem. It's not on the kids, really. It's a coaching situation. Yeah. Waiting on my groceries. The lady, I thought she was downstairs, but I guess she's not. I don't know. I guess she downstairs. Or maybe she's not. She called, said she'd be like 30 minutes, but 30 minutes don't pass. But you know, if he's gonna throw Tafik Bayard under the bus, that whole situation is not good. It's not good, man. And it's not even the coaches that threw him under the bus. It's somebody that's affiliated with the coaches. That's affiliated with Coach Prime that threw him under the bus saying that this kid don't matter. Now, if I'm trying to decide whether my kid coming there or not, he's not going to Colorado. Just how they treated Tafik. He's not going there. Period. And I rock with Coach Prime and I rock with Colorado, but my son wouldn't go there because something is wrong. Coach Prime will have to come out and say, look, I don't know what he's talking about, but this is not on me. You know what I'm saying? Honestly think Neely was out of pocket when he said that because now is bringing the heat on Coach Prime. And Coach Prime didn't say it. He was at he was at what you call it? He was at the Browns game. He was at the Browns game. Um, but he's pretty much saying, "Oh, he only had one interception, um, and this and that. You think that's worth 500,000? Yeah, it is. Because with his skill set and what he brings to the table, he's not even the highest paid safety. Hold on, let me see if this woman down here, because she said that she's on her way, and I don't see her. Hold Well, I'll be right back. All right, hope she didn't get lost. All right, but yeah, man, it's like when he said that, he said, "Or do you think this many receptions? Do you think that count for anything?" That's reflection on Coach Prime because that means he's only his thoughts are being regurgitated on what he hears. That's the way I'm taking it because he don't know too much about football to even say that. So he had to have heard it somewhere. That's how I'm taking it. Now, if they don't address it, I wouldn't send my son there. I'm just telling you this. It was in bad taste. He said, "You think this amount of receptions is good enough, or can we go get a player and for the amount of money we'd have spent on that player? Do you think we could get three other players?" Um, yeah, but a lot of teams are trying to keep their stars though, and some people are hitting the portal. I saw a few good players hit the portal, but I don't think they come to Colorado. I'll be surprised if they do. So what are they going to get in the portal? Are they going to get all these stars out of the portal? If they do, they have to pay them. So I don't agree with the Tafiq situation. I mean, you paid a quarterback $800,000 and he didn't produce nothing. Tafiq produced. He was the best person on your defense. Well, he was one of the best. Him and Arden Walker and Wade. Those are the shining stars on your defense this year. And Wade and Arden Walker, they're leaving. And you said this kid ain't worth the money that he's asking for. It's a problem up there. It's not going to be corrected. This is not going to be. And they saying that they don't watch film. The coaches don't watch film with the players, and they have to go watch YouTube videos. No wonder they only won 3 games. I don't think they care up there. That's the way it's being perceived now, and I'm calling it how I see it. They have an issue up there, and it's not. It's coming from up top. They got a huge issue, man. And hey, whatever happens next season, whatever happens, because we know next season is not there yet. And also, he's saying the portal didn't open up yet. He said the portal didn't open up yet, so we're gonna see what they acquire in the portal. You're not gonna replace Tafiq. No, if you're not willing to pay Tafiq 500,000, you're not gonna replace Tafiq in the portal unless you get lucky. You could get lucky and find somebody that's hungry that has the same talent level as Tafiq. You could, but you're taking a gamble though. At best, I don't know how many games they're going to win. We're going to see. I don't think it's a bowl game though, but we're going to see on what they acquire first, and then we'll talk about that late in the summer on how many games I think they'll win this year. I don't think it's a Big 12 title. I think you got to be realistic about this. I don't care if they're bringing in a new offensive coordinator. If he has a bunch of yes men there, they're not going to win. It's not happening. And I do. think they do have a bunch of yes men there because when he looked at Neely and said, "Do they watch film on this kid?" I would have said, "Yo, the kid played hard, man. I don't know if he's the best linebacker you have, but he gave a damn in this game." That's what I would have said to him. Actually, I would have said that if I was the reporter. I said he played hard this game. He gave a damn. He might not be your best linebacker, but he gave a damn in this game. Anything else you got to say about it? Ain't nobody talking to him like that. And it's his fault because they're gonna lose because ain't no I heard that ain't nobody trying to tell him nothing. They don't give a damn. He got a bunch of people around him that they just there for the check. They're just there for the check. He's not gonna win. It's not set up for him to win. He's not gonna win on this level. If he got a bunch of yes people there, if he got a bunch of yes people there and they're not telling him anything, he's not gonna win. I'm not wrong. I'm right. I'm not wrong. When you got a bunch of yes men around you, it's not good. If that's the case, it's not good. I'm not wrong about that. And that's his fault. Because if he got a bunch of people, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. They don't care about winning. They should tell him we can't listen, Prime. We cannot go with this quarterback. We got to go with the rookie. We can't go with this quarterback. He's killing us. Okay? And if somebody didn't get to him and say that, listen here, we're not going with this quarterback no more. He's not gonna take us there. We gotta go with who we recruited. And if he still insists on going, well then I'll put my resignation in because you're not trying to win. Okay? He need people to stand on it like that. He don't have that. Listen, I know something's wrong there. I could tell. Yeah, he needs to speak out on this one because Neely made him look bad. He does. He does. I was telling my friend yesterday, I'm like, your son ain't going there. Yeah, she heard it. She would listen to my show. She's like, he definitely ain't going there. If you're gonna throw a kid like that under the bus, that's supposed to stay internal. If you think he's garbage and he's not worth it, you're not supposed to say that publicly. That was bad on them. That was really bad. It's really bad, man. It was really bad, bro. That was really bad when Neely said that. And I'm real enough to say it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't sugarcoat anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll give them their props when props is due. But there's no props to give right now. There's no props to give. And it's unfortunate that he's gonna be there his fourth year and he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win like that. So I don't know what else. They just maybe just ride it out, man. I don't know. You can get whoever in the portal, but if you don't change like how they've been doing, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work, man. Um, no, I don't have no true feelings on no. I don't know Prime like that. I don't know anybody. I'm not a hater. I don't know them like that to be a hater. I don't know them like that. I just keep it 100. What Neely said, this ain't got nothing about losing. What Neely, how he threw that kid under the bus was wrong. And I'm going to say it. I don't care what nobody thinks. That was wrong. It didn't sit well, and it's not sit well with a lot of people. Because that kid was a dog. He said he looking for dogs, right? Well, he had one. And then he said that kid ain't worth it. Nah, he wrong about that one. So I just wanted to say that Neely, this didn't come out of Prime's mouth. It came out of Neely's. And Neely said it. He reiterated. He said, listen, I'm trying to put y'all up on game. That's what he said. He said, I'm trying to put y'all up on game because I'm at the coaches' meetings. He said he's at the positional meetings. So Neely, he's asserting himself as an expert on this and then as an insider. This made the program look bad. It did. That kid played with a broken hand and he gave his all on that field, and you to treat him like shit. That's what you did. And I'm going to be 100 and tell them that. That's what they did. I don't care if he never played a snap. He asserted himself saying that he's at the positional meetings, he's at the coaches meetings, and he's trying to put us on game on the inside information. He said he decides on what he tells us, or what he should tell us. He said this. He decides on what he should tell us. He messed up. He made him look bad. And I was like, coach, if I was coach, I'm like, don't speak for me. Let me tell the people that. Because that could potentially hurt recruiting. I knew I wouldn't send my son there unless somebody apologized to this kid. I wouldn't send my son there after he said that. This kid, you mean tell me if this kid played with a broken hand and still managed to get an interception and y'all don't care about that, he ain't worth the billing, my son ain't worth it either. No, what he said, I don't think what he said is illegal. No. He's just giving his opinion. He gave his opinion, but he gave his opinion based off of being on meetings, being in coaching room. He said most of the kids they showed the door anyway. And I think maybe they could have showed them all the door because I guess they feel like we only won 3 games, so nobody here is worth a damn. That's not true. That's not true. Um, you said one kid you aren't gonna get right 100 all the time. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. He said he pretty much said he's not worth a damn. That's not true. He is. You guys can't play Jedi mind tricks with me. I'm going on common sense here. This kid, I may not talk the X's and O's, but I talk was right here. That kid gave it his all. He played with a broken hand. He got an interception. He was flying around the field making plays, and he gave a damn. That's a kid that you reward, not a kid that you're like, well, you can go take a hike anyway, because the amount of money that you asking for, we can get 3 other people to replace you. You're never gonna win like that. It's not happening. So it's pretty much a done deal at CU, bro. It's pretty much a done deal. Um, yeah, they could get some good players in the portal. Um, but if the coaches are not really coaching up there and they're not really helping these people study film, they're not winning. Yeah, he said he left because he didn't want to compete. Neely said that too. I remember with Dylan. I remember. Um, yeah, it's this is a program in peril, and can he bounce back? And now a lot of people are saying a lot of this stuff took place because he wasn't there. For unforeseen circumstances. Life throws stuff at us, certain things that you can't control. And yeah, coach wasn't there most of the off season. But some decisions were made. Um, but I thought for the most part, the players they had there, they got right. Whether he was there or not, they did improve on the offensive line. Um, they had some issues at the quarterback position, but that's on Coach Prime when the season started. He could have switched out. He could be like, nah, this kid we ain't winning with this kid. So that's on the head coach right there. And also the offensive coordinator. I mean, you're not, this kid looked like a deer in headlights out there. He looked like a deer in headlights. Whether you win or lose or not, just go with the kid you recruited. Let him get his reps because this other kid looked like a deer in headlights. Juju didn't look like a deer in headlights. He didn't. That's a fact. He didn't look like no deer in headlights. And then when they asked about what's up with Juju, he said he's coming around the mountain when he comes. That's not the right answer. See, that's up to the reporters. The reporters then get back at him like they were supposed to. They act like they scared. I'm like, Coach, what that's supposed to mean? He coming around the mountain when he comes. What is that supposed to mean? It don't make sense. I asked you what's up with him. You know what I'm saying? We would have had a confrontation. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to get the answer. They didn't get the answer. But from me looking on the outside in, Juju clearly was the better quarterback choice. He was clearly the better quarterback choice. And I knew they saw it in practice. I know they did. So that could potentially ruin their season just right there. Just having the wrong quarterback in. And now it looks like it's going to be a complete roster overhaul again. Maybe the coaches don't care because I guess they feel like with this group of men we had, we didn't win we only won but 3 games. So to let them all go. So if history repeats itself, if you have a massive roster overhaul, you're only going to win 4 games. Because the first year when you had a complete roster overhaul, you only won 4 games. And then the second year you did good. So I'm looking at 2027 season now. 2026 I think might be a wash. That's why I say it takes a little bit to rebuild this thing. They rebuilding again. And it looks like they got to rebuild again because it's going to be another roster overhaul. They're not like the bigger programs where they already have a bunch of dogs, so if some leave, it don't matter. They don't have that luxury because they lost so many seniors and things like that. You said, well, we don't know if they're not recruiting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about. Um, oh no, you don't have to announce that you out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hate when people do that. I'm not sure if SAP and them are recruiting or not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Thank you, Firefly. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for the dono. And you found me over here. I thought you would find me on the other channel. But thank you very much. Um, yeah, he do, man. He shouldn't have said nothing on this one. See, he ain't had big dog with him this time. He shouldn't have said nothing. He said panic is not a winning strategy. Thanks again, Firefly. What he did was yesterday, he just pretty much said, them stats don't mean nothing. Let them go. They ain't do nothing for us. He don't mean nothing. He don't mean nothing. You know, so what? He played with a broken hand and he only got 1 interception. So what? He ain't nothing. They not winning like that. And the reason why they won the year before is because of Shador and Travis and them was there. Sometimes great players can make up for the coaching. Because sometimes I remember, you know how I know? I'll never forget the game. It was the USC game. Travis was hurt. Travis was literally on the sidelines coaching Omarion. I'll never forget it. And then he said, put him back in. He's hot. Put him back in. And then when he caught that touchdown, Travis said, I told y'all. I told you. Travis was sitting there coaching. I'll never forget that. And you said Colorado must fix a defensive line. Um, yeah, they got to fix a defensive line. You say you think he was talking about DJ McKinney? No. Somebody hit me up on the back end. It was Tafiq. Tafiq is DJ is not in the portal. Tafiq is. Tafiq in the portal. Yeah, he didn't enter the. They said he didn't enter the portal yet, but more than likely he is. And like they said, about 15 to 20 other people. This is like going to be like the first year. It's going to be like a roster overhaul again. And they saying usually they're going to have to replace about 60 people this time. I don't know how many they brought in the last year. Not that many. And then also they had a lot of seniors leaving this time. So it happens. Um, and then you have the seniors leaving. It's like that around the country. You haven't seen a lot of people hit the portal, but a lot of the main dogs are not hitting the portal though from these other schools. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming Caleb Downs is going to the draft. If not, he's not leaving Ohio State. He's not getting in the portal. Julian Sand is not getting in the portal. Now there's a few quarterbacks out there that did hit the portal. We're gonna wait and see what they would if they try to pull a trigger on some of these people because I'm not sure yet on Juju. I think he's staying. Um, and my thing is I don't think they need to recruit another quarterback. I think they got their quarterback for the future in Juju and build around him. They already have a running game. They got as far as I'm concerned right now, they not hitting the portal, but we're gonna wait and see January 2nd because I heard I'm about to be surprised. So January 2nd, we're gonna see who hits that portal. They may not have a running game after January 2nd, so they may have to go recruit some more running backs. Um, they may have to recruit all wide receivers. I know y'all talking about the defensive line, but from what I'm hearing, they're having a massive push to the transfer portal. It's massive. It's almost like depleting the team. Um, but will some people stay? Of course, they're going to have some people. But I think overall, they're going to have to bring everybody in: defensive line, offensive line, wide receivers, running backs, safeties, everything. They're going to have to. It's going to be like year one. I hope it's not like that because I'm like, damn, I can't. Let me see. There's a couple other teams out there that maybe got like 15, 20 saying they about to enter the portal. But if you look at their team, it's really stacked. Alabama lose 20 people every year to the portal. Every year. More than that. But if you look at their team is stacked. They don't have to they lose a lot, but they're stacked. I think Oregon lost about 12. I'm just talking about the last portal because you know they open up twice. And then you have Arizona State brought in a lot of players from the portal. And then Arizona State just lost their quarterback. Um, so I always say the portal strikes again. This portal is rough, boy, and the portal is rough. Those days are gone now where players just stick it out and tough it out on one team. However, it's also a good thing for the players so they don't get stuck on one team and their careers fucked up. Because sometimes it could be a favoritism with the coaches; they just won't play you. So then you have the opportunity to get in the portal, and maybe go somewhere where you can compete. So that's a good thing about it. But if you're just like hitting the portal, like, oh, you guys are not paying me, I'm gonna go hit the portal. That's kind of bad. Um, Yeah, it's kind of bad the way it is, but it's the wild, wild west right now with the portal. And Colorado's getting hit left and right because they don't have a good enough foundation to withstand those hits, like a Alabama or a Texas A&M. Like Texas A&M, more than likely they're going to lose like 15 people, 15, 20 people. Texas A&M alone, right? But they have a foundation laid already, to withstand it. I'm not sure how many people from Florida is hitting the portal. It's quite a bit. DJ Lagway hit the portal. It's a few other, Florida people hitting the portal. So he might have action at the Florida people. He might have action at a few people from Michigan as well that want to hit the portal. So the options are open for Colorado, but they're gonna have to spend a little money too. Because some of these players, they have agents now. They want money, and it's a mess. Some of the parents are acting as agents. I personally, if I had a kid playing, I would be his agent. We're not hiring somebody that's taking their money. That's not happening. That money stays within the family. All right, that's just the bottom line. Um, I will do the negotiating. You know what I'm saying? But not to the point where we want money. It has to be the best situation. Academically, it has to be the right program academically, a good environment. The coaching staff have to be teachers, though. They have to be coaching. It can't be if he go to the coaches, they don't want to watch film with him because they too Hollywood. He's not going there. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. And then also I'll be looking at the market value. Like if we are transferring in, depending on what my kid season had, depending on what his market value is, we want that market value. We're not going under the market value. We're not doing that. Based on his production. We're going to be fair though, give or take. We're going to be fair, but we wouldn't be trying to rob him either. I wouldn't be like, yeah, coach, we won $3 million. No, but for somebody of his stature, let's say if he's transferring out from the SEC and he made all freshman honors in the SEC, let's say if he made all freshman first team, and let's say as a freshman he made all SEC first team at his position. Let's say if he's a tight end. Okay, so what's the market value for the tight ends that made first team that's not going to the NFL? Let's say if it's 1.5, well, guess what? If we go into Colorado, you're paying us 1.5. Okay, you're not going to say we're going to turn your son into a man. No, he had a father for that. I turn him into a man. We want some money. We want the 1.5 or we'll go somewhere else. Okay. Now I understand some of these kids, they may not have fathers. Their mothers might be talking for them. Whoever's talking for them is good. But you want to make sure do the research on the proper market value. Now, maybe Tafiq, maybe he got his brother, he got a brother that's in NFL. He might have talked like, look, your market for what you did this year, you're very marketable. Maybe we can get you 500,000. Now, if he talked to the team, it was like they laugh at you. We're not giving you 500,000. Well, guess what? We're gonna go somewhere else. Maybe he already have talks already with other teams already. We don't know. I don't know the kid's business. But let's say if he's already been talking with some of the team, they said, listen, we do have this for you on the table. So he went back and said, hey, listen, maybe give me 500,000, I'll stay. And they say no. Well, then at that point, it is a business decision. Coach even said, he said some of these people are leaving because of finances, but not all of them are leaving because of finances, though. Not all of them. Not all of them. It's a favoritism issue as well. You know why I know? He got JB out of the portal because he knew JB for a very long time. So of course he gonna talk to JB and give him why can't he do that with Tafiq? So everywhere play favorites. So don't say that he's not playing favorites. Everywhere plays favorites. You don't treat every player the same. Okay? Everybody's not treated equal in this sport. Okay? Everybody's not treated equal, and that's just a way of life. Everybody's not treated equal in life, but you got to negotiate your worth. I'm telling you this as an older gentleman that has lived life a little bit. My advice to these young people: always know your worth and get your worth. If not, go somewhere else. Don't waste your time in a situation where you're not going to get your money. I say that for people in corporate America, whatever job you work in. If you had a job and they're not paying you, it's best to look somewhere else and find it. Eventually you will find it. But don't stay at a job for 10, 15 years. Don't do it. Trust me, I know I'm living off experience here. Because at the end of the day, if you dead and gone, that job will still be there, and they'll replace you as soon as they find out you're dead. They'll be starting the process of replacing you and get somebody in your seat. So you don't, it's business over feelings. Even right now, they don't turn this thing into a business. Now that they turn this thing into a business, the players have to act like business because the coaches act like business because the coaches, they're going to do what's best for them. How many times did we see coaching changes? Look at Marshall Falk. He went to Southern. These coaches do what's best for them. So guess what? If that kid wants to do what's best for him and ask for 500,000, allegedly, we have to say allegedly. I don't know if he did or not, but we have to say, what if he did? Then that's his business. He's taking care of business. I mean, Coach Prime, your kids they got their money. Jordan Seaton got his money. Juju got his money. You're gonna have to grease pockets around there, or you're gonna lose that locker room. Ain't nobody gonna work hard for you. They're not getting their fair billings now. They're not doing it. Now, here's what I say about the kids though. You want to be professional at all times. Even if you're not getting your proper billings, you play hard, you get your stats up, play hard so you can be marketable and go to another team. Don't badmouth the coach ever. Don't never badmouth the coach. Don't burn a bridge. What you do is you work hard, you keep your nose clean, and work hard so that maybe the SEC will be calling your name. You might get the 1.7 million. You see what I'm saying? You might not get it at Colorado, but you might go get it at Texas A&M. They might see some value in you. See, Tafiq stayed down. He might have been frustrated this season. I don't know if he was, but let's say if he was frustrated, it don't matter. He played hard. And we saw that he played hard. Okay? Now, obviously, he was frustrated. He told Darius to get that camera out of his fucking face. Okay? I'm tired of y'all with this camera and making in our fucking face. Get the hell out of my face. Now, I don't agree that he said that. I think he shouldn't have said nothing. He should have just stayed down and then see, everything is being evaluated. The NFL, they look at everything. They look at how you respond to people. You know what I'm saying? They may try to judge him on that one film in the future. So you got to be careful. Everybody is human. You know, everybody's going to make mistakes. However, this is a business now. You know what I'm saying? It's a business now. You can't burn bridges. You see what I'm saying? Don't burn no bridges like Shimon Mateer is doing. Shimon Mateer burning all type of bridges. You don't know if coach got some type of upper hand in the league to get all these players on the practice squad. Because damn near all his players got practice squad. The ones that didn't get drafted, except for Shiloh. That's crazy. But you just don't want to burn bridges. So what you want to do is just work hard on the team, right? Learn all you can, grind in every game. And then at the end of the season, now you can sit down with your film and now evaluate where you stand. Now, Tafiq, I'm not saying he asked for 500,000 because I really don't know. But let's say now, I guarantee you, Tafiq is not going to stay in that portal long. I guarantee you he's not. He got some real good film, and now he'll be able to get close to or maybe get what he want if he goes somewhere else. Or maybe it was a situation like Neely said, they showed him the door. I don't know how you show somebody like Tafiq the door. I heard they showed Hill Green the damn door. I hope that's not true. Because he went on Alabama, and luckily for him, he went on Alabama and did some things this year. You see what I'm saying? He stayed down. Let me tell you why he stayed down. He didn't say nothing bad about Colorado, did he? He didn't say nothing bad about Colorado. He just stayed down and went on to Alabama and made a little bit of did what he did out there. So things are not going to be perfect where you are, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Things are not going to be perfect, and but stay down, work hard, and somebody's going to see your value. If coaching them, if they can't see your value, you don't have to talk bad about them. Just say thank you, coach. Thank you for the opportunity. Go to his office, shake his hand. Hey, coach, man, I know y'all couldn't give me the money, but I gotta go get my bread, baby. He'll understand. He like that kind of talk. But let me just say something else for the players, because I know how Leos are, because I'm a Leo. Coach may have rubbed you the wrong way. I don't know who this applies to, but I guarantee you, if you went up to him and shot the shit with him, he'll give you anything you want, man. He seemed like he's that type of dude, man. He seems like he's that type of dude. Hey, coach, man, like, what I need to do, man? You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit of scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I need to do in the off season to get to pique y'all curiosity? You see what I'm saying? Then he might give you, instead of, it's not always good to just jump to another team. You see what I'm saying? Things are not always things are not always perfect. You see what I'm saying? You got to open your mouth and learn how to talk, and also be careful on how you talk it. You see what I'm saying? It's politics. So we might go to coach like, hey, coach. You might see him in the locker room. I mean, in the break room. Hey, coach, man, can I holler at you for a minute? And coach is cool. He the type of dude, he'll holler at you like, what's up, man? Hey, coach, how can I, pique y'all curiosity, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a little bread around here. He said, are you watching that film? And let me tell you all this. You know what I think? Because he's always talking about people watching film, right? If you put more hours in film study, I already know how to play with coach. I already know how to get playing time with him. If you put the most film study in, because he's watching your film study time. So if you put the most film study in, right, and you bust your ass in practice, even if you're messing up, I guarantee you're gonna play. I guarantee you that's what he wants. And then if you fuck up, then he's there to coach you. You see what I'm saying? So I think for the players that's trying to bail ship, think about what you brought to the table. Because when coach, I call him coach, but you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll be a coach one day. Ray Lewis, Coach Lewis. When coach, I call him Coach Ray Lewis, right? So when coach was talking to y'all, he said, how many people lock in and watch film after the game? Only 3 people raised their hand. Now, Shimon Mateo is saying, well, the coaches, they not teaching us how to watch film and this and that. They're not watching film with us. Well, check this out, right? In the NFL, ain't nobody gonna be watching film with you. Not too much. So check this out. Check this out. I just know how I am because I'm a go-getter, right? I'm the type of person where I could study something for a whole 2 months and lock in. Now I know the whole industry. Because I'm studying the industry now I'm about to get in. I'm already locked in already. I already know everything ins and outs about the industry, the lingo, the jargon, everything. The pros and cons, everything. I don't need nobody to help me with no damn film study. I'm gonna lock in and watch that film and I'm gonna study tendencies. I don't need coaches for that. Okay? I don't need coaches to hold my hand and watch film. Okay? I know that's just how I am. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna say to my positional coach, "Hey, coach, I need to ask you a question." He can be like, "What's up, Max? What's the average film study time here?" That's what I'm gonna ask before I even go there. What's the average film study? What's what's the average film study? What's the average film study in this program? Um, a week. Now, if he say, let's say they got a game on Saturday, so let's say they average about 2 hours a day, right? So let's say about 10 hours, 10 or 11 hours a week. You know how much film study I'm going to study? 25 to 30. I'm going to outstudy everybody on the team. I'm going to stand out. I'm going to outstudy everybody. I'm going to outstudy. I don't need no women right now cuz the women come and go. Okay? I don't need anything. I'm going to outstudy every person on that team. And also, I'm going to put belt to ass on that man in front of me. I'm going to put belt. I'm going to tell him like, "Look, we all going to help each other get better." Okay? We all going to help each other get better, especially on the defense line. We got to put belt to ass to each other. You got to put belt to ass to me. I got to put belt to ass to you. So, and we got to watch film. That's how you play on this team. That's it. And the thing about coach is he's not playing the best players sometimes. He plays the ones that's most prepared. He played the ones that watch the most film. That's what he's doing. Now, here's the thing. The other thought I had. Some of the players is leaving. I need to ask you a question. Were you a problematic person? Did you have an attitude problem? Did you have an attitude problem? Were you emotional? Like, we all gonna be emotional. You know how people say, "Oh, he emotional." Let me tell you something. You better let people emotions out. You better hope that people don't keep their emotions bottled in because they'll mess around and put their hand around your neck. So we are emotional beings, but the thing is, did you give an attitude? Did you give an attitude to some coaching? Now you might not think they can't coach because that's the sentiment now with some of these players that the coaches can't coach. Did you know? Did you know that if you got a bunch of people hustling on a team, right? I'm talking about hustling. I'm talking about hustling like Ray Lewis used to hustle at Miami, hustling like Warren Sapp used to hustle at Miami, Michael Irvin. Okay, I'm talking about that type of hustle. Emmitt Smith at Florida. He went to Florida. Okay, Barry Sanders type of hustle. Okay, the entire defensive line from the Chicago Bears back in the from the Oakland Raiders back in the 70s. If you got that kind of mindset, who gives a fuck what kind of coaches you got? You a dog. You're going to go out there and make plays. You see what I'm saying? Okay, the coaches are insignificant for me. You know what I'm saying? Put the play there, and we going to sit out there and put belt to ass. That's what you're there for. You dare to beat the man in front of you. I don't care how bad we are. You're not going to hit my quarterback. Okay, you're not going to hit my quarterback, even if I have to play roughhouse tactics. You're not hitting my quarterback. We need players with that type of hustle and mentality. But I must say this. If you're going to get him in the portal, coach, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay. Now, I know the other guy, he called them mercenaries. No, they're not really. You need some real mercenaries. Okay? You need some mercenaries to say, "Look here, coach, here's my fee. I was all first team SEC as a sophomore, coach. First team all SEC. Okay? I'm a right tackle, and I'm here to kick some ass because I enjoy to kick ass. I enjoy it, coach. Okay? Coach, I enjoy laying my hands on people. And guess what? I get to assault people every Saturday, and it's legal. What you think coach gonna look at you and say, like, "Oh my God, I need this"? Oh yes. Oh yes. Coach, listen, the fee is just a small fee to say, y'all appreciate my services. But here's my fee, okay? And as soon as I get there on that right tackle position, coach, let me shake your hand. I apologize to you in advance. I'm whooping your defensive lineman. They're about to get their ass whooped. And I apologize in advance. It's gonna be a few fights in practice. It's gonna be a few fights in practice. Okay? It's gonna be a few fights in practice. Okay? I apologize in advance. Okay? Now, let me just stop for a second because y'all going crazy in the comments. You saying blame the black man. What did this got to do with what are you talking about? Spirits. All right, look. Spirit, you said blame the black man. We're not blaming the black man. They the one have a problem up there, not me. Okay? Everybody have problems to correct. Nothing is perfect. Problems are there for you to solve. They got a problem up there. I know they have a problem because what Neely said. Well, I'm not. Let me explain what I do. DGH know what I be doing. Say if you make a comment, right? I incorporate your comment into what I'm saying. Oh well. I kind of use that, but maybe you weren't even talking about blame the. Okay, so I apologize for that because I wanted to use that. That was my next thing. No, we ain't blaming it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to use that, but I can't use it now because now you won't let me use it. Okay, spiritual. Damn, you can't. I want to use that because they are blaming them. No, fuck that. They are blaming Coach Brian. Let me use that spiritual. Come on, man. Let me cook. Yeah, don't blame the black man. You see what I'm saying? Because they are trying to blame him. Let me just say this, guys. I promise you. I don't care about the coaching. I'm just telling you this. Look, if I'm an offensive lineman, um, okay, I don't care what you just tell us what the play is. I'm out there to kick some ass. Okay? If you got a bunch of people out there beating their man, I don't care what your coach is doing. You're gonna win. Okay? I don't care. And Shimon Mateer said it wasn't Coach Shermer's fault. He said it wasn't Coach Shermer's fault. He said he was calling plays. He said it was the positional coaches. He said he had a tight end coach that didn't know what he was doing. He said it wasn't Shermer's fault. He said the tight ends, they didn't have them prepared. So let me just say this, right? How many of you guys have been on a job that they didn't prepare you? So what did you do? You had to learn the shit on your own. Okay? There's plenty of YouTube videos out there to learn how to be a damn tight end. Okay? I'm gonna be a tight end. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna kick some ass, and we gonna win. Now, if it's a type of situation where they're not utilizing the tight ends, then he can move on. I understand that because they're not gonna utilize the tight end just for blocking. I think that was I don't know. That could have been down with the offensive coordinator. Only reason why I'm saying that is because they utilized their tight ends at Jackson State. Remember the tight end dropped the ball in the Celebration Bowl? The last pass was to the tight end. So Shador, they used their tight end. So maybe it was coming down to Shermer. I don't know. But if that's the situation, yeah, you got to move on if you're a tight end. But I'm talking about a defensive line. Did you know most of the stops is hustle plays? Because it's the desire to beat the man in front of you. It takes desire and hustle. Now, some people might say, "Well, Max, some of them they don't have the hustle." Well, that's okay. Then they got to go find the people that have the hustle. That's it. They got to go find the people that have the hustle. But it takes a little bit of money. It takes a little bit of scratch. Sometimes you get it wrong. You might have a player that come in. He might not be the best fit. That's okay, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna take a couple years to turn this thing around. And because some of the players that's in the portal now, they may jump out the portal. You know what I'm saying? So nothing is set in stone yet. Because I remember I go back to JB when JB entered the portal last season. Next thing you know, he jumped out because he talked to Coach Prime. See, a lot of these players, they don't know how to. These kids are not open their mouth. Go talk to Coach, man. Go, yo, Coach, can I holler at you for a minute? He's like, yeah, what's up, baby? Come in my office. Hey, Coach, man, I see your boy and all that. Y'all doing your thing. You looking like $1,000,000. Hey, Coach, man, listen. Um, let me tell you something. I'm gonna bust my ass in the off season. I'm gonna watch a hell of a lot of film. I'm gonna get my body together, my mind together, and I'm coming back to kick your defensive line ass. Okay? Hopefully you recognize me. I need a little bit of scratch, but I'm gonna earn that scratch. I guarantee you. I guarantee he gonna give you that scratch. Yeah, like I said, guys, you gotta talk to him. I don't think I think he might when he criticized, they might get in their feelings about it. But I saw what he did to the dude governor that's on the team. He said, "Hey, coach, man, can I holler at you for a minute? I need some advice on. I'm going to a formal." Coach gave him ties. He said, "What kind of shoes you wear? What size shoes you wear?" That's the type of person he is. You just got to talk to him. This man wasn't there last all season due to unforeseen circumstances. He didn't oversee everything. And I believe this might have set him back 2 years. It might have because he wasn't there. It's unfortunate, but nothing is perfect. Hey, I live in reality. I don't know what they're gonna do next year, yo. This is a mess. Nearly doing this, yo. Nearly, man. You making your homeboy look. Don't do it, man. Just don't say nothing about it. Just let the kids go, man. If you right, they got dogs coming. Just wait for the dogs to come. If y'all got more dogs coming, don't say that you don't appreciate the kid. He played with a broken hand. But it's not set in stone. They might get him out that portal. Because if I was, I'm like, look, Tafi, if I was the general man, I said, Tafi, what you doing, man? Let's talk. Let's talk, man. What are you doing, man? I saw you on the film. You said get the camera out your. What's up? What's up with you, man? I like that attitude though. You hard nosed. What's up, man? He said, Cole, I need some scrap. I would give him the money. I promise you, I would have gave him the money. If I'm the general manager, he get that money because he earned it. Because I'm looking at what I said, Tafiq, this is what I'll say. I'm looking at what you're gonna do your senior year. Because you ain't there yet. You good, but you ain't all the way good yet. I wanna be there. You know what I would tell him? I wanna be there at that table when you shake Roger Goodell's hand. Because you have that opportunity to do it. We talking NFL here. Hold on one second. All right, cool. She came. She didn't get missing. All right. Yeah, sometimes it comes down to just conversation. I don't know the details on why people are leaving. It might not even be money, or it could be money. Because let's face it, if a kid ball out, they earn a payday. They want to go get a payday. But my thing is, sometimes you need to just stay where you at. Everything's not perfect, but I don't know. From the way Neely is talking, it's just I don't know. But they always got another season. This season is over with. Now you look into the 2026 season. So every team has a clean slate, right? Everybody start out at 0-0 as far as their record and what you gonna do with it. They are proven. Oh, I forgot to mention when he was at Jackson State. When he came in, he had a roster overhaul. He did. And he turned it around and they went to a bowl game. I don't count the COVID year, but I don't count the COVID year. But he is able to go identify some talent and go get them. So they're gonna have to do it again this off season, and that's pretty much it. They ain't got no other choice. You know, they got to go get these people, man. But it's not perfect, man. Nothing is perfect. But it's happening. I think, like I said, the other schools, Georgia is losing quite a bit. I would anticipate they probably gonna lose about 20. Georgia alone, at least 20 players, maybe 25. And then you got Georgia. I mean, no, Alabama gonna lose about 20 to the transfer portal. So, but Colorado they losing a little bit more because of the seniors. The seniors left. So, but yeah, man, they colleges, man, but it's just competition out there in the recruiting and that transfer portal though. It's just a lot of competition, but I think it just requires money. So, I mean, if they can get Travis Hunter, man, sky's the limit. And Jordan Seaton, they should be able to get more. They should be able to get, I think it's going to cost money, though, to get some of these players. But out of the transfer portal, I mean, not high school. Let me just see what the transfer portal is looking right now. You got somebody from IMG Academy hit the portal. He played at, let me see, what team is this? He played at FIU. He's an offensive lineman, 6'3", 300 pounds, from Owens Mill, Maryland. I know Jordan Seaton know him because he from around where Jordan Seaton is from. So he went to IMG Academy. So we'll see. Antonio Tripp is his name. We might be able to get him. His high school's on like IMG Academy. Let me see who they got. Let me look at the top rankings. Right now, you got an edge rusher out of Penn State. He's number 1 in the portal right now. Chaz Coleman. You think they might be able to get him out of Penn State? Chaz Coleman. NIL value $500K. They got Sam Leavitt out of Arizona State. The quarterback $2.1 million. And you have the quarterback. What's his name? Drew Mestemaker. He's 3 in the portal out of North Texas. He ranked 3 in the portal right now. He's a quarterback. There's a lot of quarterbacks ranked high. Byron Brown. He's out of USF. He's ranked high in the portal. He's like number 4 right now. They got some people in the portal here. They got a cornerback here, John Taz Williams, out of Iowa State. Like all these players, look, he's at 500,000. A lot of these players are at almost close to 500,000. A lot of them. They got quite a bit. Dylan Raiola, I don't know. I'm not sure where he had it. It's a lot of quarterbacks in the portal right now that's ranked really high. It's a lot. You got somebody out of Michigan State. He's ranked number 13, wide receiver, Nick Marsh. Yeah, they definitely, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see if they'll be able to do something with this because there's a lot of players out there, but it's going to be some competition. It's a lot of movement in the Big 12, too. Yeah, Sean Myers, he just entered the portal. I wasn't surprised at that. John Slaughter entered the portal. Yeah, that was it for now. Yeah, so they got a little bit of work to do in the off season. The portal only opens up once. So you're going to start to see a lot of activity, especially from Colorado, because they need to replace a lot of people. So you're going to see a lot of activity. Mark your calendars for January 2nd, January 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The first, you got to mark your calendar for those first 3 days. It's going to be a lot of activity after New Year's. And it's just right around the corner. So I don't count him out yet because he usually worked wonders in that portal. I mean, he got Chidozie out of the portal. You see what I'm saying? They got it right with Chidozie. Damn sure did. They got it right with Wade, Keaton Wade. They got it right with him. So they gonna have to get it right again. What's going on, Demand Above? Thank you for the donation. Happy holidays to everybody. Yeah, they got some work. They got a little bit of work to do, man. We gonna see. But guys, they got to stop this nosebleed. They got to stop this nosebleed, man, and see what happened. Um, yeah, well, what's his name was talking. I don't know if y'all heard Shaman Mateer talking. He was saying they don't watch film with the players. They don't do nothing with the players. And then he said they badmouth the players. That's a quick way to lose a locker room. But I don't know how true that is because I'm not one of the players. And like y'all said, like we always say, there's always 2 to 3 sides to a story. Their side, his side, and the truth. It's 3 sides. So, but if they not watching, if they not teaching the kids and watching film, that's not good, man. You're not gonna win like that. Nah, you're not gonna win like that. Like, I'm surprised about that. Like, they not with the kids watching film. Like, I'm not surprised. I don't know. Is that usually what? That I don't know. I would think they should be. Like, have film. Isn't that supposed to be in your position meeting? That you be watching film? I don't know. I know they have positional meetings. What are they doing in their positional meetings? They not. I guess they going over the assignment for the next. I don't know. Y'all tell me. What do they do in the position meetings? They don't watch film? But he talking about extra film study. He said that the coach is not trying to do that. Is that what's the norm, guys? Do the coaches watch film with the players, extra film study? Like, what's the norm? I don't know. Or do they expect you to watch some film and come to them and go to the positional meetings with your questions? That's what I'm assuming. Like, if I'm watching a bunch of film in my positional meeting, I'm like, hey, coach, what's up with this? But let's say if I'm third on the roster or fourth on the depth chart, they might not be trying to hear what I got to say. That's why they losing. If that's the case, because that person that's fourth on the depth chart might be your future star. You said watch film with the players and right, in team meetings. But he said they were watching YouTube videos together in the team meetings. Lord have mercy. Watching. No, you supposed to know the X's and O's, man. You ain't need to watch no YouTube if you a coach. I don't know, man. He was really going to town on the coaches, dog. He was really going to town on them. He said they ain't know what they were doing. He said they don't know how to prepare. He said this. He said nobody teaching you how to watch film. Now here's my thing. But yeah, thanks again, the man above. I appreciate you. I would think like watching film, you're only gonna get what you're gonna get out of it. Like, okay, look at his tendency. You're looking for something to let you know that it's about to be a run play. Like if you're a linebacker or you looking at the center, the way he clench his hand knowing that he about to run block. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it takes a lot of film study on your opponent. That's a lot of that is on your own. And then in your positional meeting, you have the questions for the coach. Hey, coach, I'm watching this film. I don't get this. I think that's where it's supposed to come in at. Now, if the coaches outside of the meeting, if they want to watch extra film with you, I'm assuming that they're supposed to do that. But I don't know if that's the case. You said they need to be taught how to watch film. You said that's yeah. I'm thinking if they need to be taught how to watch film, that's up to the coaches to teach them how to watch film or what to look out for. Like guys, I need you to study this over and over again to find out some type of tendencies. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not doing that, it's on the coaches, man. If that's the case, it's on the coaches. Yeah. So yeah, it takes a certain amount of I don't know, man. It's different. Film study is different from high school to college because I know in high school the coach said, "Look at how the center is balling his hands up. You see it?" We like, yeah. He said he about to run block. So get prepared. Don't even care about no. He said if you can't find the tendencies on the quarterback, look at the center. He said because that center he does a move with his hand every time he about to run block. So you know it's a run play. So we gonna go ahead and blitz. And then he used to tell us, he used to tell him, he said, okay, this is your zone. So you got your work is over in this box. So you looking for work. But if you see his hand do a certain way, you might go off the play and go blitz if you got an opportunity to. If especially the quarterback is running to your side. You might be able to blitz. He said sometimes you gotta your instincts have to kick in. But he said it comes in a film study. Because he said um you remember Travis Hunter? He went you remember when Travis Hunter was vlogging? He went to his brother's game. Travis looked at his brother and knew that he said, you gave the play away. I know y'all running. Travis saw it. He said, dude, you gotta mask it. You giving the play away. Because all it takes for a linebacker to see Travis doing that. And so, oh yeah, they running. So we're getting you already prepared for the run. You already know they only run in two ways. They either running in this gap or this gap, right? So you know they running. So they only got two gap. They only maybe three. So I got this gap. He is not going past me in this gap. He's not going past me because I already know they running. Okay, and if it's damn Derrick Henry, I'm gonna trip his ass. If it's Derrick Henry, he is not getting past me because I know they're running now. I see what the center is doing. I know they're running. So that's where when Ray Lewis was talking about. That's how Ray Lewis was so good because he studied so much film. He knew the tendencies. You said it's like going to medical school and teaching yourself how to operate. Yeah, well, no, you have to be taught certain things, and then once the coach teach you, this is what you're looking for. Now you're on your own. Now you can go fly. He already said, yeah, look for these tendencies now. And that's what you do in the film study, in the positional meeting. Hey guys, the center, he be shifting a certain way when he getting ready to run block. Or you might get it from the left tackle, or you might get it from the right tackle, but you gotta look at them all because somebody is giving away something. We all have habits that we can't break or tendencies. Or you might look over at the receiver and he don't look like he about to do anything, and that's just how he do it because he never can mask it. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things, so you got to watch the film. But if coaches are not helping, he said they weren't helping, and they badmouth you. I know one thing about it: these players are not the players back in the '80s, '90s, and '70s when we got badmouthed by our coaches. We got cussed out and everything back then. Now these kids are damn near quit if you sit there and give them a little bit of cussing. You know what I'm saying? Some I like when coaches do that because I'm like, okay, I'm about to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they do a little cussing. One time the coach cussed me so bad he lost his voice. He cussed me in the game so bad because I couldn't find my helmet. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta watch a little bit of film. I don't know what the coach is. That's what Shaman said. Shaman, let me just listen. He had a damn earful, yo. He Shaman, I don't even know. I don't know. Shaman he was just there to talk, bro. I don't even know. Y'all know where to go find it. Shaman was just going in, bro. He said they had a positional coach. He didn't even know nothing about being a tight end. He talking about Bartolone. Um, but shit ain't perfect, man. It ain't perfect. Coach said, what did Coach say though? This is the Last Supper. I don't know what he meant. He meant something. And I heard he might got a linebacker coach coming in. You know how we kept talking about, oh, he need another linebacker, he need another linebacker. I think he might have one. That's the word on the curb. He just hired a linebacker coach. So trust me, he want to win. You got somebody that won at every level in football, right? It's embarrassing for him to lose. He don't like losing. You said no player is coaching themselves. Let's stop with the ridiculous talk. Some of the former NFL players may have never coached, but they watch film, especially in the Hall of Famers. People say anything, fellas. I don't know, man. I don't know if they not teach them how to watch film. That's what Shaman is saying. I don't know, but he's saying it. He said they're not helping with film study. And he said they were teaching themselves. Now, if they were, that's a problem. You got to teach them a little something now about this film. I don't know. I'm not saying he lying. I'm not saying he lying. But he said it. He said they not helping them watch film. They talking down on them. It's toxic over there. Um, nobody tell Coach Prime nothing. They scared. Bunch of yes men. And that's the way he like it. I mean, shit. He went in, man. What do you want me to say? You heard the interview. He went in. I'm just saying I wasn't there. So if it's the truth, it's a problem. But hey, man, I'm not a head coach, so but I do know that he want to win. So maybe they'll work it out this year because I know it's embarrassing for him to lose, especially you lose like you down 40-0 in halftime. That's belt the ass. You said they treated my boy Kavard. That was the first year. Um, like I said, man, it's on the coaches too. So to turn this thing around. If they don't, they don't. Then they just gonna have another season, man. Um, yeah, man. What do you want me to say? They just not gonna. What 5 games this year? 6, maybe 4. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they get in that portal, man. But the thing is, if the coaches are still doing what they're doing, I don't know. I don't know. He said I don't know, draining the squad. Is he getting rid of all the coaches? I'm not sure. But hey man, hey, it's gonna be some pressure next year to win. A little bit of pressure next year. See what happens, man. That's the only thing I could tell you. But guys, I'm out of here. I ain't gonna take too much more of your time. I will be back on before Christmas, so I would say, well, happy holidays to you anyway. but I will be back. I'm definitely doing something for New Year's. I might do it on another channel. I'm not sure yet to do it over here. I might go live on all the channels at the same time. Just kick it after New Year's, something like that. But I appreciate you guys taking the time. We will be back shortly. Yeah, man, we'll be back. All right, y'all.